Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Giants and the Pats on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jones, his throw incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and, of course, leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones out to his left. He'll get and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time. And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. A run with a 2nd-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to. Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Up the middle with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Jones flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. In possession switching back to the New York Giants. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones.
Now give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Here's Jones. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. New England trotting into place on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10, down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Matt Judon drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Jones on the return. $3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
1st and 10, Zappi.
Dancing and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Zappi. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Zappi from the gun. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
Touchdown! 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken in at the 3.
And New York set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, up in New England, they have a saying for this. Do your job. On 3rd and 2, your job is to get 2 yards, period. If you get more, that's great. But bottom line, pick up the first down and keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, here's Breida. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Now it's Taylor.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Zappi on 3rd down.
Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On 3rd down, Robinson.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Zappi to throw on 1st down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Zappi.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Zappi on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on third down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Throwing again on second down. Taylor. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Zappi. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Zappi. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Zappi looking to throw it again. They shakes him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Zappi, the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Zappi to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's over the line and
into the end zone for a Patriots score.
James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw again on second down, Taylor. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Zappy now on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Zappy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. That one goes for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's the rookie 4th-round pick, Pierre Strong. He'll get this down to the 38.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. On 3rd down, Taylor. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it.
And that is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Zappi back to throw.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Zappi. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Zappi working from the gun. And this one is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Taylor eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Zappi to throw on 1st down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on third down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now Taylor back into his end zone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Now Taylor down around his goal line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Bowden now to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Zappi. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Zappi off play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Chris Board coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Bowden. A little juke. Look at those stick skills. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They begin the drive with Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Zappi. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A give left side to Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 91 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Zappi looks to throw it. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
New York set to take the field.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Taylor.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Giants.
Colin Johnson,
39 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They run it with Breida, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Zappi from the gun on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Anthony Jennings from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back to throw here.
He's got Bellinger. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Zappi. He gets this one complete to Bowden. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Zappi. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First and 10, Zappi.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Robinson with another carry.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Taylor will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Steps away. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Breida, he'll try the right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. That'll be complete to Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Taylor.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Zappi and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
Zappi to throw on 1st down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Zappi.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Zappi. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
On 3rd down, Taylor going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Off the fake, Zappi.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
On 2nd and 10. Zappi, that's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Zappi looking to throw it again.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Folks kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Anthony Jennings, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Taylor dancing to his left.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Taylor. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
New England's offense set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Hand off now to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zappi on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Second down and a run by Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.